GLZ Podcasts.
שחר חסון, יוחאי ספונדר,
That's what I'm
סטנדאפ
saying.
for Israel.
Yeah, it's about time, to do the show again. It's about time to have you,
Thank
my
you.
friend Matan Peretz. Shachar and I are very excited to have you.
Yeah, I can see.
This is how Shachar showing excitement.
Yeah. But not showing up.
No show.
I've very stepped out of him.
Yeah. To be fair, but the time of the recording got delayed, opposite. Right? How you say delayed forward?
Huh?
Early.
Postponed.
Postponed backwards.
Early. איך אומרים הקדימה?
נכון, זה קשה.
Yeah.
It got like before.
Yeah,
It got before.
earlier.
Postponed backwards. And we're doing it anyway because we wanted to record. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay. What's going on in Israel. And for those that listen to us for the first time, episode 22 of Stand Up for Israel, we're trying to talk about stuff that happens in Israel, but we're comedians, so it happens to be as much as serious as we can, but it's not as serious as we can. You are Matan.
That's my name.
Which is a gift.
Yeah.
And you're gifted, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You know what you're doing.
I'm trying to pretend that I'm gifted. People are buying it.
Yes.
People are buying it.
That's also a gift.
That's also lying that you're gifted.
Is a good gift. And all lies on Rafa.
All eyes on Rafa. Yeah.
I wanna ask you. We
Dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sure.
We dive right in.
We dive right in.
We dive right in. That's what I wanted to ask you because in the beginning of the war and since then, beside the fact that you did miluim, reserve duties, and all the regular Israeli duty that you did a lot of videos about the situation, and I was very intrigued and I was impressed.
Oh, thank you.
You can just take the phone and talk about what's going on because a lot of people with a lot of followers cannot. It's not just making an opinion. It's to talk about the stuff bluntly.
Yeah.
And it's not that you try to make people laugh in those videos. You just
not at the
talk
beginning.
What happened on your heart.
Yeah.
How's that happen as a comedian?
I started doing this when October 7th started. I was in Mexico. I was on a vacation with my friends, comedian friends, and we were preparing for the shows of the winter. But then in Mexico, and everything happened. My flight back was scheduled to October 7th, and obviously got canceled, and everything went to shit. And I thought like, because I'm in Mexico, maybe if I'll do a video in English, because of my VPN is currently in Mexico, maybe that will open my account to more international audience.
You didn't even realize what's going on right now.
Yeah. I didn't even, like, my first 2 videos from Mexico was me just confused. Like, I didn't know what's happening. I heard, like, fractures of the news. We were in a hotel, 5-star hotel, all-inclusive, and just in my room watching the news, not enjoying anything, just trying to understand what's happening.
But still with the mojito.
Yeah.
Annoyed.
Very, like, fascinated with mojito and pasta. Like, oh my God, this is herbal. Yes, more mayo. So that was kind
I can't believe they're doing this to us. And in the batzad like, paquita. And you're annoyed.
This is horrible. Oh my God, it started limbo. Okay. Yeah, so it was weird. So I was very confused, and then I got a lot of responses from people overseas that going like, "We didn't know. Like, are you American? What are you doing? Blah blah blah." And then I got to get back to Israel on October 14th, exactly a week afterwards. October 15th, I was already in the West Bank in Judea and Samaria, and I thought like it's going to be reserve service is going to be obviously very intense. I won't have time to sleep. I won't have time to eat or shower. So obviously not to make videos. Yeah. But then I got a lot of messages about like, why did you stop? Like, what is happening? Like,
what happened?
What happened? Are you okay? You got back safely?
Did someone threaten you?
Yeah. So I continued doing videos, but without the uniforms.
By the way, I love that part in the internet sometimes because we're all, in a way, we're algorithm whores in a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I love the fact that sometimes when you stop doing something that is meaningful, the internet, the people, your followers will backfire at you, and it's gonna make you. It's gonna, in a good way, enslave you back.
Yeah,
to where you
motivate you.
Yeah, that's the way to
enslave. It's a very big
no,
word.
No, but like we're very connected to. It's like your little community.
Yeah,
they decide for you in a way. I like that. It's positive. I'm saying it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I completely agree. The fact that people are missing it, that means that you touch someone's heart, and they want to get more of that. Mm-hmm. And I didn't thought that was it. I thought like I did my thing, and that's it. And now I'm fully committed to
comedy,
to the reserve service actually.
Oh yeah, also that.
And because comedy would you felt it as a comedian.
It stopped.
Comedy died for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Like died. Nothing
Unless
was
you
funny.
go to volunteer. But,
yeah.
But that's not comedy. That's just
exactly. Nothing was funny. Nothing. I was even aiming for that. And then I did all the other videos from the reserve service, but with my civilian clothes. And then I did one with uniform. Because I didn't have the time. I didn't have the time to change for the video. And that one like blew up like insanely.
I remember those.
And Michael Rapaport reached out to me, and Jerry Seinfeld's wife shared it, and everything just started happening. And then I got a lot of comments of people saying like, oh, he's actually serving. So for American veterans that reached out to me, a lot of them they were like, listen, we love your videos because for us, you're boots on the ground. Like you're telling us what is happening from what's happening.
You're more reliable than all the other BS that people just sharing because they heard something.
Exactly. And that's how it felt. And I tried so hard not to bring my opinion into this. Like I did all those videos with strictly facts that you can Google yourself, that you can check. No opinions, no comedy at all. It was very serious. People didn't know I was a comedian. And then the funniest thing is that people commented, like pro-Palestinian commented on my page and said, he's not even a soldier, he's a comedian. And I was like, yeah, you dumb bitch. Like that's my civilian job. Like I'm in a reserve service right now. And somebody sent me a message. She was like, I looked at your LinkedIn and it said that you didn't serve in the army. I was like, we all did. You don't write it down in LinkedIn. If you didn't serve, you write it down in LinkedIn. Like we all do in Israel. How little do you know about what's happening in Israel? And you're trying to preach to me that I live here and serve in the reserve service. She was like, oh, I didn't know. Free Palestine. I was like, okay. Okay. That's a great point. Like you win. You win 100%. It was weird. And then ever since I just, I thought when I finish my reserve service, I'll be done with the videos. Again, nope. I stopped for like 3 weeks and people were like, where's the content in English? What is going on? I posted a bunch of like videos in Hebrew and people are like, do some English content. And then I realized that during the war, I reached and I got over 50,000 new followers outside of Israel.
Nice.
So that's a mass.
That's massive.
That's a lot of people that are speaking English, not just America, like South Africa, Canada, UK. A lot of people reached out and I was like, okay, so I need to do content in English. And that's what brought me to do my podcast in English, Olim TLV, that I do, because people from all over the world are really interested.
Tell us about this podcast because we also have followers that they're angry.
Awesome. So my podcast, Olim TLV, I do with Noam Barazani, which is the founder of the page Olim in TLV, which is trying to breach between Israelis and the Olim community. People came here from all over the world, mainly living in Tel Aviv because for them that's the only city in Israel, and we know that it's fine.
It's also kind of true.
Yeah. Everything else. Everything else is camels and gas stations, but Tel Aviv is malls and stuff. Yeah. So we do that. We did like 12 episodes now, and it's really trying to bring Jews together. That's the whole thing.
That's kind of Nazi, but I get what you're saying.
To one place so we can track them. Yeah, 100%, 100%.
No, man, I love what you do, man.
Thank
I love
you.
what you
Thank
do.
you.
Your comedy is great. We performed
Thank
together
you.
in this charity last time. I
that
really
was
sat and saw
awesome.
you. You left right after, so I never told you that. It's the first time I'm telling you that. You got a great set. You have great comedy.
Thank you.
Hebrew and English. You owe me timing for Funny Monday. I told you that.
Yeah,
when we
that's
texted,
true.
but,
That's
like,
true.
We
That's
want to
true.
put you in the episode, but it's not the time and place to talk about this technical stuff.
I just open it right now. Listen.
Listen,
That's
bitch,
great.
you get-
With cameras on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I love to get promises from people on
Of course, that's
air.
what you do on
the best,
podcasts.
you know.
Yeah.
Like Miri Mesika sat here and I told her, I want to sing with you in your show. And
she agreed?
no, but if she would say yes,
Okay.
that's recorded.
Whoa. Wow. I got really
She
excited
just
for
said
like 2
no,
seconds.
but like if she said yes, it's a whole new world. Now after you heard me singing, you know why she said
exactly.
But
That's the thing about comedians. That's the thing that you just throw things out there. Somebody's going to say yes.
Yeah.
And they're as surprised as you. He's like, yes. You're like, really? Okay, we're doing this.
I really like that because it's so true. People don't. Maximum you said something that
Yeah.
it's maybe you try to make people laugh. So
Yeah.
your range of what you're saying is way wider than a regular, like the human beings. in
Yeah.
general.
That's satire. We call it.
Yeah.
That's a
It's like,
satire wall.
Of course I was laughing, but then she says yes. Okay, I'm singing with her. We're doing it. I'm doing it, and I'm a singer now. That's how
Cut
you evolve.
to, you're on stage.
Yeah,
a
it's like-
whole new world. We're
It's
in the
like,
background.
we're singing November. Why you ruining my show?
Clouds in my eyes.
Yes, and we did that. I'm not even. That's
Amazing.
so she said
Amazing.
November, and I did the translation to English, the whole song.
The
with
whole
me,
song?
The whole song.
How does it sound in English?
Remember November? Clouds in my eyes.
Oh, that's actually good.
Chayecha, your life.
That was my life. Okay, I can relate to that. That's all, that sounds good.
And Daniel Salmon and you should say in English Daniel Salmon.
Solomon.
So it's like the king, not the
Yeah,
fish.
it's not the fish.
Yes, I suspect. Daniel Salmon.
Daniel Salmon.
He's my friend now,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that about a
Nice.
podcast that you think those people are your friends. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's,
No,
you
he
know.
came twice. So
Michael Rapaport is my friend, you know.
he came twice to the podcast and one in Ramat Sharon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Want me to call him now? Just give me.
No. I believe you. I believe you. And Michael Rapaport is actually my friend. He's just.
He's your friend? I'm
yeah,
not-
he is my friend. I'm always
I wa-
blown away.
I won't like out you that he's not.
No, he is. That's the thing. Because when we started talking, people were like, so what is up with you and Michael Rapaport? And I was like, no, he's just trying to be nice. Because I'm an Israeli.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. I'm like, yeah, I love your stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's just trying to be nice. He's visiting Israel all the time. And he liked my my videos, whatever. And then it's like we became friends, which is weird. Like he called me, he FaceTimed me today, like 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's morning in the States, and he was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm in the middle of a moving day. Like, I'm moving to a new apartment. Oh, we just missed you, me and my wife. And I was like, I was hanging up the call, and I was like, he's my friend. Like, just settled in. Then me and Michael Rapaport are just close friends. FaceTime each other all the time. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm waiting for this to happen to me with, like, Ryan Reynolds, just like The Rock. No disrespect to Michael Rapaport. He's a brother and he's just a great man.
And he's a friend.
And he's a friend.
Yeah.
Exactly, which is the most important thing. But yeah, it's a weird
But
life.
you're saying like if Kevin Hart will FaceTime
If
you?
Kevin Hart will FaceTime me, I think I will wake up screaming. I'll be like, oh fuck, that was a dream. Yeah, but no, I love Michael, and for me, he's the biggest star.
Yeah. As shout out to Michael that he's doing a lot of way more than what you expected from any American actor, and obviously that's a huge service. And
The level of care and the level of energy he puts into it, because when I met him, he was exhausted, but he really wanted for us to meet. So we sat in his hotel lobby, and I could tell that this guy is like, he's done.
passionate.
He's so exhausted, but he really wanted. So I kept thinking like, okay, this is going to be like a 10, 15 minutes, and he'll be like, yeah, good for you, and just, and we're like, let's take a picture and whatever. But we sat there for like an hour and a half until I told him, go to rest, like go to sleep. I can't, like I feel responsible. So he's an amazing person, and what he's doing for Israel is just unbelievable.
Yep. And tell him that we really appreciate it. Tell him that we salute him, you know, like from the people of the country.
Yeah, I think
thank
he
you
knows
for your
that,
service, they say, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, Michael.
Thank you for your service.
No, that's great. It's great. Not enough. I'm not even saying Jews. Not enough people that they have sense of sense.
Yeah.
They have
The common sense. Yeah, that's
common sense to just open the camera and said, like, guys, remember why that thing started.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making an opinion about like political opinion, or it's not where you're on the map.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a war that we didn't start. We didn't want that thing.
That's amazing. I did a quick quiz to one of the DMs that I got from a Native American. Amazing woman, very intelligent, but she was very passionate to tell me that I'm a baby killer. And I was like, no, I've never killed a baby. Like, maybe I made them laugh very hard, but I've never killed a baby. And she was like, that's exactly what you're doing to the Palestinians is exactly what the United States did to us, to the Native Americans. And I was like, listen, like, I understand your pain, and I'm not disrespecting any of your pain or your thoughts, but I was like, listen, it's not the same thing at all. If anything, we're the same. Me and you, Native Americans and Jews, I'm a Jew. I'm from Judea. You're Native American. Where are you from? America. Arabs are coming from the Arabian Peninsula. That's the whole thing about fucking names. You know, that's the just go to. And she's like, no, but Jews are that. Like Jews are
native
this.
Judanian.
Exactly. I'm a native Judanian. And she was like, no, Jews are this and Jews are that, and they're controlling and they're doing. And I was like, listen, you're entitled to your opinion, but let me ask you this and be honest. Don't bullshit me, because if you bullshit me, this conversation is over. She was like, yeah, sure, ask me anything. And I was like, listen, if they will tell you tomorrow they're going to move 5,000 new people to your neighborhood and you can choose Muslims or Jews, what will you choose? She was like, I don't think that's a fair question.
I'm gonna hint you in the question. What's gonna be your answer? What would you choose?
What would you choose?
It's like Sushard, but garua Sushard.
Houdini
What
stuff.
would you choose?
Exactly. Look at them again, David. So she was like, that's not a fair question. I was like, listen.
Why it's not a fair question?
Exactly.
Why?
Why isn't that a fair question? I was like, well, you want your kids to grow up in an area surrounded by mosques or synagogues. That's the only two options you got. What will you choose? And she was like, I understand what you're saying, but you have to understand. I was like, okay.
Okay, bye.
Free Palestine. Yeah.
Bye.
That's where it's going to. So I'll just save you time, you know. I love it when they curse with no grammar. You know, people from Indonesia. Somebody wrote to me, you're killing it, baby. And I was like, thank you. Because he meant to say, you're a baby killer. And what he wrote was like, you're killing it, comma, baby. And I was like, thank you, baby. I feel like I'm killing it. Thank you. I'm doing my best. You're my friend now. I'm not your friend. I was like, okay, whatever. I think the best online fight, and I talk about it in my stand-up, is a guy from France, an African guy that lives in France, wrote to me, go back to Europe. And I was like, listen, dude, my dad is Moroccan. So I don't know if you know, Morocco is in Africa. Yeah. So if we all should go back to where we're like natively from, let's both of us go back to Africa. And he just lost it. He wrote like, how dare you, you're racist. And I'm just ignoring. I'm just continuing commenting like, let's share a cab to the airport. You know, just driving him fucking insane. It was it's just, they're trying to troll comedians.
I love that when they're doing where occupation, right? In Europe, there's like all the occupation, stop the occupation. And hundreds of thousands of Muslim in Europe saying that occupation, like, you're not, I'm not sure you belong to here in a way. And you're telling us that same thing in America.
I think the most amazing thing I've seen in this war or this time is somebody's yelling with an Arab accent, go back to your country. I was like, really, dude? Really?
That's what we're doing.
Let's talk about going back to countries, Mr. Syria. Like, come on. It's just, you enjoy Starbucks and whatever. But if you really want everybody to go back to their countries, I don't think that deal will be good for you.
Go pack it up.
Yeah. Pack up your kebab station and, go back to Syria. It's just insane.
Mr. Fresh off the boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying that, like, so where that thing heading? If I gotta ask you, it's 125 hostages still there. We're bleeding, man. We're bleeding.
Yeah.
I'm waking up sad every day. Even it's in the little things. Even when I'm looking at my closet to see what I'm wearing today, and I see all the colorful clothes that I have, I always, turn to my black shirt and those things. It's just. Yeah. It's following your everything you do, and it's there. It's your heart is bleeding.
100%. I think
what are we supposed to do?
I don't know. I think for comedians that's even harder because regular people, sane people, they experience sadness and they experience disappointment or whatever, but they have to go back with their day. They have their job. They can turn their brain off and do whatever they do. But for us to look at the situation and find what is funny, that's like going through a haystack of shit to find like the tiniest needle that you can use for your set, And people always ask me like, what's funny in this? Like, how can you make things funny? And I told them that the alternative is for me to kill myself. So I have no choice. I have to find something funny unless I don't have any value in this world. So. I don't know if it's about like making myself feel good as much as it survival. That I have to find something funny inside because I will be like deeply depressed if I won't. I drove my car like a month ago, and they did on the radio. They did like a playlist from the hostages, personal playlist. Oh, listen, man, I stopped at a red light. And the lady on the radio said that and said the name, and then the song started, which is "Ahavami Mabat Rishon," Love at First Sight, and I just lost it. I was so sad for like 30 minutes. I was the saddest I've ever been in my fucking life. I was just like I cried. It was weird. People looked at me like at the stoplight. I'm crying in my car alone, which is
You cried weird when you can't practice cry. Cry is something that's surprising.
It just happens. Yeah, it just happens.
Well, like a biatch.
Everything just, all this is, somebody's pushing all the buttons, Somebody's just dancing on the keyboard.
כמו זמר מזרחי.
לטברנה.
שלי רגע, קודם כל אורח ספונדר.
Don't cut.
שלי וגם לילי, how are you guys?
שחר.
What's going on?
שחר.
וואי, אחי.
When we were
How are
kids,
you guys?
I'm saying kids because I'm doing stand-up for 19 years.
Oh, shit.
And Shachar would come to close the night maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. It was 90% of the time.
There was a possibility.
But like at 3 or 2:50, something like late.
Yeah.
At a comedy bar.
You said because she talked about the mic.
So I'm saying that when he go on stage, it's like פתאום שנדמה שהשחר.
That was the song that Kababos used to put every night.
Because like people didn't know if they came to see him sometimes.
That was a surprise.
Yes, and it's always amazing when you're not coming to a marathon and people mad at you. Why you are not supposed to come?
Yeah.
Every marathon needs to end like they think that I'm everywhere. But
that's a different kind of a surprise.
Yes. And sometimes they hate you because you came late.
Oh, wow.
So they hate you because you go on stage and why now? So now they're not gonna laugh on purpose. Not gonna laugh on purpose. We're gonna take the gum out.
I think so.
Because I have a flu and a gum too.
Oh, now
Don't
you tell
look
me
at
about
me.
the flu.
Oh, nice.
It's good that you tell me about the flu.
Nice.
By the way, never mind names, but there is a religion that started like this.
Yeah.
Never my name.
That's why they survived the corona better than us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We, all the world, got, wow, that's going to be a nice premise.
Yes.
Because it's a nice premise, you know?
Yeah.
The disease, the corona.
The corona didn't really affect Muslims.
Affect Muslims and all the population of the world, they become...
Shrank?
They shrank, but the Muslim, kapara.
עובדים.
And kapara, it's a good word to them.
I would love to, Matan, to finish what he
sorry,
said.
yes,
and
please.
We'll probably have more questions to him, but you can't
I'm
ask
not
the same
here.
question.
I'm not
No,
here.
you are here. That's the whole thing.
Just continue.
I don't remember what I said, but I think talking about Muslims, I think when you cover your face, you know you're on the right side of history. You know, when you cover your face when you do shit, you're probably right. You know, that's how it works.
That's how you know.
That's how you know.
That's how you know who's right.
When you go to do something right, you usually cover your
Yeah.
face. You know, breaking into homes, killing someone. Usually, you know, that's when you know you're
That's
like,
when
I'm
you
right.
know, yeah.
Yeah. So
on the
Okay,
good side.
I
Yeah.
already asked you that, but I'm not buying your answer, so I'm going to
Okay.
ask you again.
Ask me again.
Because there is no possibility, sorry for being a little racist, but I'm half Mizrahi myself, so I can
You can go ahead.
I can do.
you're allowed.
How this English from a Moroccan
Yes.
person from Yavne?
That's amazing.
And
told
don't
him-
give me that bullshit of I watch TV and I saw the songs. I'm playing songs.
What do you want me to say?
No, maybe- maybe he's-
not even Efo Ben.
You know-
Mistakes. We had some nothing.
Can I say something?
Of course you can.
Maybe, Sponda, we didn't think about it, but he's smarter than both of
No,
us.
that's for sure.
No.
That's it.
I don't
He
think
is a
so.
smart person.
You're smart,
And me
that's
and you,
why.
we don't.
No, I think from a very early age, I was fascinated by English. This language was, and my dad was initially very disappointed because my dad is all about Itzikala, Avi Sinwani, going
Linda,
hard.
Chaim Moshe.
Yeah, going hard on Edim Lanu Kochve Marom, and
Which he's supposed to
which
do.
is exactly
From where you guys...
Yeah,
Sorry
my dad,
for being...
No, my dad grew up in
How
Kiryat
the English
Malachi.
going to help you? But Itzikala is going to help you.
Exactly.
English? You crazy?
English.
The whole world speaking like Chaim Moshe. Wachat talaba, wachat chataba.
More Arabs than
My uncle told me about Itzikala, and he told me you work so hard to speak English to know another language, and I was like, yeah, sure, because I want to know another language, and he told me so you should listen to Itzikala, and I was like, why is that? Because Itzikala speak the language of the heart.
First of all, that's not true. He has
listen.
writers. He has writers.
No. I think if you want to
Mizrahi music in general.
If you want right now a little bit, like 1 minute. I don't think that somebody ever did it. 1 minute about Itzikala. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
רק איתך. Listen, Itzikala. I want you to know that he's
Awesome.
underrated.
Underrated.
Because he's a singer that grew from the little clubs, and he paved his way to the heart of the people. Nobody helped him, It was like the Mizrahi singers, that it was a clique of them, or like the Yemenite people, and he's like Kurdish or something.
Yeah.
And he is big, and he's like, he speaks the language of the heart. It can help you sometimes.
That's true.
But just want you to know that Itzikala is a good dude. He will never see it. He will never understand what I just said. I don't think that I understood. But sometimes you need to give shout out to Itzikala. Shout out.
Itzik, we love you,
Shout out to
Itzik.
Itzikala.
Isaac, we love you, bro.
Itzik is I don't know if you guys know that, but for our parents, he's the Justin Bieber of curtains. You know what I mean? He's the people will go I got tickets for Itzikala. I was like, who's that?
I think I never seen two people so far from each other than Justin Bieber and Itzikala. Maybe Idan Amedi and Yair Netanyahu, but that's but I don't know.
So from a very young age, I used to watch Saturday Night Live, and I didn't get any of the jokes because I was a kid, a religious kid in Israel. They got all this political jokes that
No internet.
no internet, and I watched that, and something about English just I wanted to know what they're saying. I wanted to know, and in the religious educational system, there's not really emphasis on English.
No liba.
Some of them.
But you were not religious.
Yes, I was.
Yeshiva?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was with the hat and the suits.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chabadnikim.
For 2 years, no, Haredi.
Haredi?
know.
Oh, I
didn't
thought
know
you
that.
were Dati.
I thought he was Masorti.
No.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where in the Koilel?
Yeah, in
Ashkenazi?
Only men? Only-
Baruch
only-
Yeshiva in Beit Vagan, Jerusalem.
Wow, only boys?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And they
crazy.
sent you there. It's like Pneumonia. because
Yeah,
they sent
boarding
you-
school. Yeah,
because
I was there
you're
for 2 years.
From Yavne, right?
From Gan Yavne, yes, I was there for 2 years, from 7th to 8th grade, and then I moved to Yeshiva, Be'or Etzion, just, Kippa Sruga, Yeshiva.
No,
that
this
was
is the,
that was
that
7
was
and 8.
Masorti now. But that's amazing because
Wow.
let's see, so you took like but in the beginning before Yeshiva you were religious?
Yeah.
Wow, so it's like so he went in a She'ela,
Yeah.
but
When I was
it's like-
27 years
but
old.
slowly. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like, and I think it's good because you had like all the scale of,
Yeah.
and you choose at the end,
I choose that I'm done with it.
you know, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, but
you
did
never
it-
know.
you-
Maybe
you did it
You will
respectfully.
try to climb
Yeah.
again.
You didn't slam the door.
Yeah,
You
I
did it
told my
respectfully.
mom, because my mom is actually Chozeret B'Tshuva. My mom
Yes.
got religious. And for me, as her first son to live the religion, I felt kind of guilty. But she asked me, like, why did you stop, keeping Shabbat or wearing a yarmulke? And I was like, Mom, I rather leave religion right now when we're in good relations, other than, being like toxic exes.
Yes.
Like,
You talk about the religion with the,
Like a love.
like you talk about the
like a
the
relationship.
with God.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to hate him. You want to stay.
I don't want to end
friends.
the relationship. Exactly. I want to stay friends. Like I put tefillin every morning. I eat kosher. Let's stay
You're not
friends.
cursing in your show, which is amazing.
I'm not doing any dirty jokes. That's why my main
It's from
audience
a
are
So
religious
you
religious
don't
people.
talk
From
about like
religious?
if you want.
From a religious point of view?
Yeah.
So you have like a bit about like your girlfriend or something. You don't want to talk about it.
I'm giving it to a friend.
Really?
No, but like it's not a
Wow.
sex joke in general. About
No, I'm
relationship.
doing about relationships and drugs and dark humor, but something about sex just I get why people do it because it's funny and it's awesome, but for
and it's
me,
something in common.
yeah, and it's the common.
For you,
yeah.
you know from inside that point of view of a religious family come to see you. It's really uncomfortable.
really important.
It's really ruining their night.
Yeah.
Even.
Well,
To
my
come.
opener, I won't say the name, but my opener,
Never
I
mind
did a
names.
bout of like dirty jokes, like just like 2 of them, and my mom was in the crowd, and my sister texted me while he was on stage going, tell him mom is here. I was like, I can't tell him shit right now, but like, okay, yeah, like
But
you know.
this is, I'm
It's
just
that
saying,
crucial.
listen, this is nice, but let me tell you something. It's a little bit against comedy.
No,
I don't think
Listen,
so.
listen,
Shahar,
listen.
about
We are
openers.
talking.
But
Listen,
about
listen,
openers.
listen. Go right now.
Openers, you agree.
Listen, yesterday,
About openers.
yesterday I had a show in Bet Zion America.
Zohar.
First row, I have like a family, a mom with a cover, with a head cover, a father with a yarmulke, and 2 kids. The kid was 14 and the girl, she was 17. And then the mom, she said, this is my 3rd time in your show. I came with my son. If you can be tonight a little bit cleaner. So I told her, listen, you came 3rd time. Okay? So, and then we start conversation. Listen, you can't come and tell me what to do in my comedy show if
That's
you are
true.
3rd time. It's like you're going to go to Guns N' Roses show and tell Slash without the guitar. Don't do distortions. Don't distortion my ear. Okay? That's who I am. If I would listen to all the people that told me do like that, I would walk in yellow. Okay? And try to sell you things that you don't know.
Yeah.
I sell you things that I believe that's good. And I respect that. And
No, but I agree with you.
So I'm just saying that don't let everybody, if you choose that, you know what I mean? To do that, it's good. But
I chose it because what you said is so true. Like, be true to yourself, right?
Yes.
Be true to yourself. Do your own truth. Whatever you
Come
believe
as you
in.
are.
Well, exactly.
come
And-
as you are. Itzikala. Good song.
exactly.
Itzikala, good song.
Itzikala, ממש.
One of his biggest hits. So for me, it's uncomfortable. I don't feel
No, but
comfortable.
I think
That's
I
amazing.
think
If
the
you
room
choose
could
that,
agree.
that's amazing.
I think the room
100%.
could agree about openers per se. that it's not fair to do dirty jokes, no matter who's your act.
Yes, because you have a mission. You need to
You have a
open the
mission,
show.
exactly.
You need to open the
open
show.
dirty, no matter even if you're a dirty comedian. To
Yeah.
open the night, it's like going to a date and shove your hand before you
Yeah.
shook the hand, shove your hand on the girl,
That's
or
why-
kiss her in the lips when you just met.
Yeah.
That's process. The crowd needs to sit down.
That's why you appreciate good openers.
Yep.
You know, you appreciate
true.
them.
So rare.
And they're so rare, and you
They're so
love
rare.
them, and you try to give them more stage time in open mics because you know he's good.
He's
you know,
good.
He's doing.
He
I
know-
remember
he
I used to
knows
open.
the-
I used to open to Roy Levy. I used to open, and even when I performed before Sponder, I would never do. It happened to us. I would never do
maybe
sex
once.
jokes. I would never do sex joke at the end because I respect
Yeah.
the room right now, and I want to give him the good feelings. That's not gonna, you know, that sex joke. Sometimes you take, there's no
it
end
sucks
to
the room.
Yes.
You
So-
can't go on stage after a bit about sex that someone
It's
is
very
doing dirty,
hard.
And you
then,
want to start
like,
with
wanna-
right now talk about politics.
Yeah.
Yes, or something
Yeah.
personal in your life that needs a different attention.
It happened to us. Never mind names.
No, yeah, never mind.
I know what you say, and I don't. You know, life is. I talked about my father. I admit that my father passed away, and all those
The
jokes.
bit wasn't ready
and,
yet.
and then the bit wasn't ready, and then I talk about the hostages, my dark jokes, and it's like, guys, Shachar Chasson.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now we need to go on
That's
stage.
great.
And first
That's
of
great.
He
all,
loves this. He's lying right now. He loves
I
the
loved it.
struggle.
I loved it, but
he
it
loves
was-
the struggles. All this team of the people that works around him, the people that special
Amazing.
needs.
Amazing.
no, but listen.
I feel the same way.
Listen, the thing is that you need to say something first of all about what happened right now.
Yeah.
But because I know that the situation with Sponder's father was really, it was new. You know, it was like fresh. So you need to be careful too
Yeah.
from Sponder because I love him, and you know what? Sometimes when you do comedy, you understand that you can make people laugh, and when you get older, at the comedy you wanna be gentleman of comedy.
Yeah.
By the way, yesterday, I put all the dirty jokes out of the show
Oh wow. Because of that family.
because of the family.
Oh okay.
Oh,
you know?
it's you
And
started with
I didn't even tell them that. I didn't even tell
But
them
it was
that.
an instinct.
Yes, you know why?
Because you want to be
Because
respectful.
I was a gentleman
Yeah.
to the comedy because I want this kid to feel
Yeah.
comfortable next to his family.
I agree. I had a show.
That's being an adult.
yeah, that's being an adult.
Because Shachar, I think 10 years ago, would say like, well, who are you to tell me what to do?
But yeah,
Right?
but you grow up. You grow up.
You grow up in
I had a
comedy.
show right after COVID. I had a show. It was like an open yard, tables, all the necessary conditions to crash and burn. So I was. It was like a closed show, Chaltura, and I went there. A gig, and I went there. A gig is a fancy name for Chaltura, but yeah.
Chaltura, you know what?
Chaltura is
Chaltura is from culture.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
a
good.
it's a good thing.
We destroyed.
Yeah.
We destroyed even the
Chaltura.
word culture.
Yeah, that's true.
Chaltura.
Chaltura. So
Culture.
I got there and it was for a company, whatever. And the guy that organized the whole thing, he was like, "Listen, the CEO is going to say a few words. And he's going to present some awards for the employee because of an employee retreat, whatever. And then he will call you on stage." And I was like, "Sure, awesome. That sounds, like a gig." Mm-hmm. So he got on stage. He went on stage, the CEO. And again, we're outside. The light just went on and off.
Wow.
Occasionally, people
amazing. I love
old
it.
people, babies, weird. And the CEO goes like, I love you guys. This company is a family. All the usual
Blah, blah,
CEO
blah.
bullshit. And then he goes, "Where is Arina or Irena, whatever?" And I was like, "What is this?" He's like, "Where is Irena? Where is tell her to come." For those of you who doesn't know, Irena lost her husband to COVID. And her husband worked in this company, and we're all a family. I look away. And this fucking 7-month pregnant lady
Wow.
who lost her husband 4 months ago went on stage, started crying. The CEO started crying, and he's like, "You'll always be a part of our family. We'll invite you to every retreat. We love you, whatever. We miss your husband." And this whole end, and he goes, "And now a little bit of stand-up comedy."
That we all need.
Yeah, we all need it. He called, and my opener looked at me, and I was like,
Sorry,
"That's
man.
why you're here, bro.
Do the best.
Just
That's
go."
why you're here.
Yeah.
So you
Take
won't
the hit
believe
for
we
the-
have the kid with us.
Oh God!
Bring the baby.
Bring the baby.
Oh my God! Yeah. So yeah, he crashed and burned for like 6 minutes. He went off stage and he was like, "I did like 15." I was like, "No, you did barely 5." But thank you for that. Yeah, it was.
You know, when you, that's what I love about
The
it.
car
Sometimes
is
the
there.
new comedians that they don't have awareness and they think that they need to do 15 and they go off stage after 8 minutes and they're like, you know, like, how much time was it?
Yeah.
Like, you said good evening. Okay.
Said good evening and left. Like,
That's the worst thing when you know what, when I used to do high schools and Kababos was my opener, and the worst thing is like in high schools that the teachers and the principals sometimes they are more problem than the students.
Yes. Oh my
And
God.
I'm in the back, Kababos on stage, you know, and he started to do, and it's hard. It's like, and it's a big
You
venue.
sweat your ass
There's
off.
echo. He said, hi, hey,
Hi,
oh, hi. You know, hi. And the
it's
teachers
always in the like ulamot, the
sport venues.
Sports
Venues?
hall.
Yeah.
Stadiums.
A basketball stadium. Yeah.
Basketball. And the teachers, they talk to me and they speak behind and they doing a lot of noise and Kababo struggling on stage and the principal with them. And she's telling me, when it's going down, it's not, you know, and like,
Yeah.
you are the problem. You are the, help him. You know, you don't help him to succeed.
Yeah.
You know, and
This
this is not what we ask for because
Yeah.
you don't listen, you
Yeah.
know? So
don't
it's
give
like,
it a
I can
chance.
understand. And that's why, for me, I don't do this kind of shows right
Because
now.
it's terrible. I understand. It makes you hate comedy.
Yes. But
It makes you hate comedy.
Makes you hate your profession.
Yes.
It's not your profession because they're not professional.
Yeah.
They're not giving you the professional conditions.
But
that
it's
you
sometimes you need. Sometimes you know you say it's work. By the way, it's for me it's better to do these shows and to volunteer.
Yeah.
Like when I volunteer,
You don't
I
have the
don't
pressure.
Care. I don't care if I volunteer and the crowd. You know, sometimes you're going to volunteer for so. You know, I realized that even COVID and this war. You know what is it's a grinder of ego.
Yeah.
I felt like last week I went to visit a soldier.
Shiur b'tzniut, humbling.
A lesson.
A humbling experience.
Yes. So I went to I got the text message that he wants to see you. He's really sad. He just came from Rafah and stuff. He's wounded, and I did everything to come to the hospital. And I came to the hospital, and I got inside his room, and he's sleeping. And I looked at him. His mom looked at me, and she come to touch him. I said, no, let him sleep. I will come again. Okay? I will come again. That's okay. And you leave the room quiet. You know, although I did everything that I could, and I went to visit other soldiers. We have enough soldiers to visit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So in Israel, sometimes, when you talk about doing comedy right now, it's difficult.
אני הייתי מעיר אותו לשמור.
No, that's why you need an opener. The opener will wake him
Need to
up,
wake
and
up.
you'll be like, hey,
Sex jokes.
who the
sex
fuck are
jokes.
you? Shachar Chasson. Oh, okay, thank you.
Well, that's nice. When me and Sponda were going to visit, so sometimes, he's like, we are like doing for each other the crowd work.
Yeah.
It's like, that's nice.
Improvisation.
You know what I love? You know what I love when an opening act is ending with a really terrible joke and it's just silence and he goes, okay, now you're ready for this.
That was my
nobody's
time.
ready. Yeah,
I see you
oh my
guys are
God.
ready for your act.
Yeah.
For your
With that energy, I want you to welcome.
That exact energy. That's
I've
horrible.
seen me
You know,
so many
sometimes
times.
when you come to a tough gig, when I used to do it, so you feel jealous jealous of the opener.
the opener, because he's doing
he just
only
wants
10
to
minutes.
do 10 minutes.
Oh, my God.
10 minutes, and I'm like, I need to later to go on an hour and a half, and he's like 10 minutes. He said,
Yeah.
wow, I want to. Sometimes I even
People
jealous
don't
when he's
understand
like,
how long an hour.
Yes.
So long.
When you shove
When
your
you're
way.
bombing? When you're
they don't know
bombing?
like that an hour
Yeah.
is like
Holy
his
hell.
whole life. And sometimes I ask you how much you charge that much for 1 hour, bro.
Listen.
you don't even know. It's not an hour. It's like
Listen.
infinity of suffer in hell.
Yes.
I try to explain it. I said somebody told me like that's the price for 45 minutes. I was like, try to do a plank for 45 minutes.
to do what?
A plank. You know what a plank is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do that for 45 minutes. That's how I feel when I'm on stage.
all the muscles.
Now when you do a plank, you do a minute and a half of plank feels like fucking forever.
Yeah.
That's how I feel on stage when it's not going well.
Yeah.
So you do a plank for 45 minutes, and I'll
Exactly.
pay you what you pay me.
Yeah.
And the thing that the plank is different, that helps you to with your body, with your muscles.
Yeah.
Bombing, it's like crashing your soul completely, and you have like the whole night. You can't even stretch after. You can't stretch your soul.
You need
the
to
only
stretch
thing
your
that
soul.
you stretch your soul is just whiskey or something, or just to go by yourself and to say, I wish that nobody that saw me tonight I'm going to meet ever in my life,
Yes. Oh
and
my God.
sometimes when you meet somebody after 3 years, say, I saw your show. I said, I wish that there wasn't that show. I wish that wasn't that show.
No,
I saw your show.
Scratch your soul forever.
Like you remember all the bad shows.
Yeah.
And,
A
remember
girl
all
told
the
me,
bitches?
I have the opposite problem. A girl told me like, I've seen you in Hutna, whatever. And I was like, when? She was like, and this and that. I was like, I don't remember. She was like, really? Like, it looks like you suffered. And I was like, that's why I don't remember. I repressed that shit so hard. I don't remember that
Wow.
even happened.
I remember only when I bombed. I remember bombing since I was like,
I think
like
the
a kid. Huh?
The saddest part in our profession is that you get used to the amount of laughter and some volume, some energy
Yeah.
that you get used to. And then it's always you getting better. So this amount getting better, your laughter getting higher because
Yeah.
you're getting a better comedian with time. And sometimes not all the shows are in your score. In your,
But that's the stamina. You develop.
You always judge yourself because you didn't get to your standard. You
Yeah,
always
but that's the
judge-
high. That's the thing. You
But
get
that's
a
why
stamina.
you're climbing.
You use so much of this drug called adrenaline as performing arts. You use so much adrenaline on like you go at night. You perform. You do 45 minutes, hour and a half. That's an hour and a half of adrenaline. Most people don't get that in like 4 or 5 months. That's an hour and a half of pure adrenaline. And you do it like almost every night or 3 times. Your stamina for adrenaline is unbelievable. When people get super excited about stuff, you look at them weird.
But it's healthy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, for a comedian.
That's what happens. I don't know if
for
that's
a
healthy,
comedian,
but-
it's healthy. That's why I always recommend to perform in clubs, because you need to have the button that, the thing that you can take care of the volume of the adrenaline that you have before the show. Check yourself. Check. I'm excited right now. It's like, always have like, you need to...
That's
Dopamine break. Or
yes,
gas.
the dopamine
You need to adjust
slide,
the
dopamine
level.
slide,
Yeah, yeah.
just to take care of yourself. And let me tell you something, guys. We're talking about stand-up right now, and I had a conversation because right now I'm doing couple karaoke. So Dor Khan, he's a comedian.
Yeah.
And Yotam, he's not. But we are working together, we're writing. And then me and Dor, we start talking about comedy. And you know what, guys? We talk like right now, I'm here half an hour. You know that people, I'm sorry to tell you that, but people don't give a shit about what we're saying right now.
That's true.
This is the boring things ever.
Yeah. Ask my
Me
dad.
on stage, and I was crashing, and my opener. Listen, just imagine that right now you're going to see a podcast about cooking, and they will tell only about themselves. I like to, So
I
I'm just
when
saying,
it's crispy.
yes,
burning the.
Yeah.
I just try to think what people right now sit at home and they think, this beautiful soldier.
Okay, so tell us what happened to you this week.
Oh,
Shachar, every moment
let's
you
talk-
meet him, he has like.
I'm just saying, like,
5 news
you know what I mean?
stories.
Sometimes comedians, we like to talk about ourselves. Look at
Yeah.
us. Well, I had a show. I have wow. Like
Today is moving day for me. So the people that did all my covers for the cabinet in the kitchen, they sat together, and the moving guys, where everybody was here today, like 15 different like professionals, and then they sat outside in the balcony and they went crazy about like new tiles or whatever, like going crazy, like listen,
People have
that model and that color, like how did you get it? He was like, no, I got a friend in Zurich, and they going crazy. And I looked at my room, and I was like, that's how we sound when we talk about comedy.
yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
No,
You know,
okay.
when you sit with people, my father, look at this dibble. They can talk for hours, but it's not interesting nobody,
Not at
okay?
all.
So I'm just saying that.
something else. We moved.
Yes.
We moved to another
Yes,
place.
you moved to another
Also,
apartment.
We moved. And
nice.
You moved too?
Yeah.
So
today.
in the new place, we have a traveling parking. You know when the parking is.
Oh,
traveling?
nice.
It's-
Yeah.
it's not
Two
nice.
floors? 2 floors?
It's not nice because I got the new car with the electric car.
Yes. So you need
So
to
I
charge.
need to charge it. So it's a
Oh.
balagan. It's a big balagan
Oh.
there.
You know,
The
the-
cable
And
is
the
going.
cable. So I said, I said...
No,
Stop. I need to check. So I said, maybe, because we have a parking, guerrilla parking outside.
Yes.
Like, it's a flat place.
Ramat
Everybody
Gan.
park.
Yeah.
Said, like, maybe I'm going to have this, I'm going to buy this parking that you put.
The station.
The
charging station.
tent. That before the station, I'm going to charge there.
Oh.
And I'm going to buy a charger, but there is no electricity there. It's public. I can't take cable from... it's far.
Kabel
You need to
מעריך,
steal.
כפרה.
You need
Yeah,
to
but
steal
like
electricity. You need to steal.
so that's what I did. Generator. Generator.
A generator.
Look how smart I am. I put a generator,
Amazing.
and I'm going to the gas station. I'm filling gasoline
generator,
to the
oh.
generator,
And you have
and then I have electricity every time I'm touching.
Nice,
I'm
nice,
I need to
amazing.
put generator
Amazing.
gates, and like it's smart.
Amazing.
But
So
you guys in the back, you guys still
Yeah,
put
yeah,
you
yeah.
put
So
fuel.
you-
put fuel.
yes.
You see
Right
how
to the car.
how
Right
all
now-
you against the
So
air.
yeah,
That's
That's so
amazing, guys.
1800.
You are
You
right
should buy
now.
fuel.
This is the
to
future
your generator.
to drive
and
in a
only 8
generator.
hours, it's done because the generator is slow.
Amazing. Amazing.
8 hours, you
That's
good
amazing.
to go.
That's a great idea.
Now you fuck Earth twice.
Yeah, every time.
100%.
Every time when my wife tell me let's go do something, I'm telling her 8 hours before you should tell me.
Yeah.
And
I heard
no.
someone said, like, I drive an electric car, that's why I eat more meat. Because I had to get back to Earth.
Yeah,
Somehow, I need to,
I'm telling you. I
I
told you
love
you
it.
that the electric car is a mistake.
Your brother told me
I
to
know,
buy it.
but my brother, is
My brother got 2 of them, so like it's so good.
Listen.
I got 2 of them. And when
no,
you get to
because
the
the battery
gas station,
died on the one. You know what I mean?
you get to the gas station, the fast charger is an hour, the fast one.
Wow.
You sit
An
an
hour.
hour in the gas
And
station.
you put the charge, and you look all the people that in 5 minutes
Yeah.
put gas, and it's like, hey, losers.
Yeah, oh my
I have
God.
Shabbat, yeah.
I went to my reserve service and we had we needed a place for the unit. We didn't have one because everybody reported. Usually, some people stay at home. Everybody reported we needed a place. So we found this abandoned Bnei Akiva branch or whatever. And we went there and we tried to hook up like electricity or whatever. And then we noticed that every once in a while we have like blackouts. No air conditioning, no light, no anything. And then my Yemenite friend, obviously, because he was like, I have to figure out the problem. He went for all, and then he went he found like a cable, and he went with the cable, like, I think,
Far.
like 5-minute walk with the cable, and then he got to Zula, a couple, young people, like 17, 18-year-old, and he looked at it, he was like, what are you guys doing? They're like, nothing. I was like, you're taking electricity from our place? And they're like, no, we have sheka, teka. He cut it with a scissors. He was like,
Wow.
"Pak."
It's crazy.
Pak. He was like, don't let it happen again.
That's
I'm going to show you what
that's going to be a fun.
Yeah. ביחד ננצח. Pak. Yeah, it was awesome.
Wow, he's doing like a real army, Sponda, with all the respect to you. No. You're in כיתת כוננות.
Why you need the reserve duty?
Yes,
No.
it's like he's a
Yeah.
real soldier.
Oh, thank you.
It's like,
The reserve duties.
of course,
In my
reserve.
duty, I was dutying.
Yes, but he was dutying too.
No.
Yeah.
You were a fighter?
I did
Yeah.
reserve
He was,
too.
but even
We're
when
not
you
the same
even
age.
when you were a fighter, you were not that fighter.
That's true.
Okay, so
Where you were in your mandatory service?
You fought the fire.
I was
You fought the fire.
firefighter.
They never lit the fire for you. You never fought the fire.
Listen, if it was
You
fire,
fought ping pong with your friends.
If I had fire, I used to.
But in the ping pong, you won at least. You won in the ping pong.
No,
I
never.
was loser twice.
I was in a tank commander. What?
Where?
In the tanks.
Oh.
And
Arm, okay.
you
I
were,
saw- I saw
you're
your-
Khir, right?
Yeah, infantry.
I saw
Infantry.
he had like
Yeah.
a TV show with Fatri and.
Yeah, Shai.
And it was amazing.
Thank you.
First of all, because he's a right wing, and he's proud of that.
Of course.
And he's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that today, that I was on my bicycle and somebody saw me on an electric bicycle and he said, Shach Hassan, you heard about Luzon? We're going right now to release Luzon. You heard about the soldier that
Yeah.
you remember the soldier that is?
The talked and the...
Yes, against the...
Yeah.
Against
So
the...
he's in jail now?
No, they released
They
him.
released him
So
from the
he's
service.
like holding me and said, let's go. And I said, listen, and we start conversation about that. That's why I want to tell you why it's not that obvious what you say.
Yeah.
It's hard. And then we start to talk. And while I'm talking to him about the situation, he's recording me on video.
No.
And he started to put words in my mouth. So you say that it's okay.
Oh,
and I
come
told
on.
him, listen, right now, we're talking like friends. And you're like, and he's like, Shachar Hasson, you tell me right now and things that I didn't say. And the feeling that you have right now in Israel, we need to be careful,
Yeah.
you know? So even when you right wing or left wing, I think that tonight now we need to know how
together.
to say the
Yeah.
words. You can be in one opinion, but you know how you need how to say the words, you know?
Of course.
It's too-
You have to respect the other side because I think sides, mainly, people are like left wing, right wing. The fact that we're able to have those opinions is because we're not living like in, North Korea.
Yes.
So it's
Libya.
awesome. It's awesome. Like I can be right wing, you can be left wing, and we can have a discussion.
That's why we're flying. We need both of the wings.
Yeah.
Yes. Just imagine. That's why they don't go forward. They're radical Muslim because they're flying with one wing, so they're in circle,
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar,
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar,
Ah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Go up.
Go.
Okay?
You don't want them to go up.
No, go
They
up.
go inside a building.
Go up and die from old age.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Okay? Leave us alone.
Let's
Come
live
on.
in peace.
Yes.
Look, the sad smiling.
Wow.
The sad smiling.
We need to finish.
I love
We
it,
need
but
to
put in
finish.
English.
Wow.
Why
I
in
want to
English?
show the people at home what is technology.
What we're going through.
Yeah.
This
The year is 2024.
This is technology.
2024.
They write with marker.
And it's the size.
It's the
It's a
size-
board in the side of my notebook.
Yes,
Yeah.
Supposed to be big,
So
but
cute.
we don't have enough
The
budget.
Israeli army, the most advanced army in the world. Right here.
Yeah. Yes,
Amazing.
Yes, and
That's his tablet.
later we're going to blur the faces because they're in Galatz. We don't want
we don't want any
people to to know the
special
faces.
forces of their
I bring it back to you. Unbelievable.
yeah. Enjoy your tablet.
Wow.
So what do you guys want to finish with?
First of all, to tell you that I really love you.
Yeah,
you.
thank you
know,
for coming.
You're
Thank you for-
amazing,
I
man.
love you
and-
guys. We had a
and you
really
do-
good conversation at the
Yeah.
Funny Monday. We had a really
Yes.
like that conversation goes with me. Just so you know, it was really important for me to like sit down because we never like me and Yochai maybe, but me and you we never had like a conversation. Like
Yes.
obviously we know each other and I know who you are obviously, but we never had a conversation like talking about comedy, talking about like what do you do, it was
Yes.
it was really, and I wanted to tell you that was really
And I
important.
told
to me.
you that I think you're doing great process.
Thank you.
And you're like, and I watch your videos, and you're doing good, man.
Thank
and you're
you.
a great comedian, and
Yes,
it's so
thank
amazing
you.
to see.
That's
that-
on camera right now.
And it's so
I want that
amazing.
reel for my Instagram.
Listen, it's so amazing to see a young comedian. Listen, I told you, I always told
it's also,
Sponda, I
it's
told
also
you.
upsetting in a way.
No, yes.
It's also upsetting in a way that this motherfucker, after, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, I'm not saying about the result. The result
Say
is like...
whatever you want.
the
It's a
result-
safe place,
The
Yochai.
result is real.
Yeah.
If you weren't good, people won't come.
Yeah, that's true.
But it annoys me that they can watch specials. They can be better. I needed to work 15 years to even
Yeah.
know English.
But listen, I told you that this is like
They're smarter.
they're smarter, and this is like hope for us. I told you, I love it so much that the young comedians, and for me, you are young. They're so good.
Forever.
Thank you.
And I
For
know
most
that
of the people,
yes, but it means that there's future for comedy in Israel.
That's-
You know what I
thank
mean?
you.
Yeah.
And
That means a lot.
if you part of the roots of the comedy, yes, you will like to know that the tree is growing good.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
True. That's really actually that's very inspiring. I love that.
Just
Thank
wanted
you
to
so
know.
much. Thank you. That was
Yeah,
that was
but-
emotional as fuck. Thank
Yeah.
you guys. I wasn't
No.
ready. I thought we were gonna go
No,
have fun and
No,
make some
but
jokes. Dude,
but
you see, we go back to talk about comedy. I think the tree,
No,
the
but-
tree.
But
People at
that's-
home, what's
that's
going
not
on with
about
the tree? I
comedy.
don't have a
No,
tree.
no,
That's
it's-
not about comedy. That's about community. And
Community.
that's about that it's not. And Shachar, I would be. I would say that because I learned it from you that the community is important.
Yes.
And it's not about you. You want to make people laugh. That's not about you.
Yeah.
Comedy is not yours. When you treat the next generation and you teach other people what you know, because you're not gonna be here forever. What we
Yes.
deal with is like to make people feeling better and be happier.
And-
when you help the community of that,
I think the best analogy is that
you spread the light of that.
I heard a musician said, somebody asked him like, how do you write those kind of music, like those kind of words, this kind of melody? And he said, I translated it for you guys. Like it was already in the air. I'm just a translator. So I think as
He took the
comedians,
things and combined it.
Things are happening. I'm just translated in my funny language. So
Yes.
it's not mine, but I'm just you know.
But you're gonna charge money for the tickets.
Of course.
That's it.
I'm an expensive translator. I didn't say that. You know what I mean?
And the thing that
I'm
you
not working
said,
for free.
the thing
Yeah.
that you said
Bitch
about,
ass.
like I had like 2 weeks, 2 days ago, I had like I shoot like a TV show, The Masked Singer, and like it's a long day. You know, you need to wake up and to drive to Neve and you need to work like until 2:00 at night.
Oh.
And you need to meet people, and you need to be nice, and you
All
need
the
to be
The best version
You
of
don't
yourself.
sit with Sponda right now. You sit with other people. Never
Yeah.
mind names.
Civilians.
Yes, that you need to be. You know, and on the way, it was the first day of this season, and I was excited, and I did the meditation, and I remind myself, it's not about you. It's about the day. Be part of the day. Not everything is you. Be part of the thing that.
I love that.
Okay, be part of the day. Okay, it's not like me.
Serve.
Yeah. Yes, and it's
Serve.
like be part of the.
Yeah.
Even be part. Serve what you need to do and be part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like
Team player.
Yes, and they talk about and it's showing, giving to people. Listen, we're comedians and we have ego, and we like to write jokes, and we like to charge money for that, and we like to.
we used to be alone on stage. Makes us
Yes, but
Yeah.
to doing good to people. Yesterday, I finished the show, and there's a girl that came to my show. She's 12 years old with her mom. And she's always making me videos and stuff, and she loves stand-up. She, you know, girl,
Like a fan.
like
A fan.
But she's amazing girl. She's 12. And at night she wrote me thanks and everything, and she did a video of me, and she said, you know why I'm doing these videos? You know, she's 12, and I said, why? She said, I want you to feel happy
Oh,
that you will keep doing what you're doing.
wow.
She's
I love
12.
it. That's awesome.
Okay.
That's
So-
awesome.
So and she's
Little
12.
angel, little angels that they.
So, no,
they
it's-
don't know how much that's true. What they
So
say.
I'm just saying, when you do good, and I told it to the crowd lately, because you know, in the clubs I always open my heart and said, listen, the last week was hard for me because we had the videos of all what we saw.
Yeah, it was challenging.
And before shows, I need to listen to a song.
Oh.
I got to lift my spirit.
Nice.
But last Wednesday, I had to go to 30 minutes of song. I had to listen to Gangnam Style. To, you know what I mean? I had like
Yeah.
something heavy.
That's
I
how
hope my
bad.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
That's how bad.
That's how bad I
You had to go
felt.
crazy, yeah.
I need to go, like, you know, I need to. And I told the crowd, thank you so much that you're here, because I know that it was worth it to listen to the song. To Gangnam Style.
And thank you to Gangnam Style. Yeah,
You
awesome.
know what I mean?
Thank you so much, guys, for sharing those nice minutes with us, and thank you for your service. And I
got
would like
Thank
to
you.
I would like to tell you that it's not for granted. Now the
Credits.
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 Let's do it.
We don't have music. We don't have like.
It's the music. What music? Music. No one told him where we are.
רק איתך.
תעשה לו, תעשה
אני
לו
חי
ברקע. ציווניה, למה בידי בבור.
You did it, and we're gonna sample it. You're gonna sample it. You don't want the איציק הלאה?
Yes.
Okay, you do
אל
the
תלכי
credits out.
רחוק מדי.
ציווניה.
Okay, the credits. The editors, רום פלד.
ציווניה.
יותם ורבשקי מרקין. The producer, נעמה וידן.
Yeah.
Video.
Videographer.
Thank you so much, Sponda. If the word is long, I don't know. And you need to split it into video.
Videographer. Rafael.
ליעד מחלב.
Yeah.
And Ben Asher.
Yeah.
Sound technician, Hillel Goodman.
Yes.
The head of Galatz podcast, of course, Hadar Frankenthal.
Yeah.
Matan Peretz, thanks for
Thank you
coming.
so much.
Yochai Sponדר, thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Shachar Chasson. Thank you,
I love you.
Shachar.
See you soon.
Don't forget to smile.
Yes, thank you.
You forget to say it.
I said, forgot to say it, forget to smile.